Now, I feel like this is one of our most anticipated interviews that people have been waiting for. I'm so honored. Joining us all the way from Melbourne, Australia, we got the one and only Lucious Black Woman, aka Suzanne Nico. Good morning, my sis. How are you this morning?
Hi, everyone. I am good.
Now, Luscious, I've gone on a bit of a mission since the weekend where I came to work on Monday, and I've sort of gone and forced everyone to watch what was going on TikTok over the weekend. I've been following your socials prior to, what happened over the weekend. But can you just let us know, take us back to where this all started? How did this all come about? You calling out some other people on your social media platforms?
Oh, man. God, where do I start? It all started back in March. Just woke up to a lot of DMs about this video of a live that had happened about 3 women who just basically body shamed me. And it just kept dragging on. I left it. I went overseas, came back, and it still continued. And I thought the only way to shut it down instead of doing tit for tat videos was just to call them out for a fight, just to end it.
Perfect.
And they had until 5 o'clock yesterday and no one responded. So I got the answer I needed.
And so, throughout the weekend, obviously they were saying stuff, but not directly to you. Has anything else come from the call-outs other than them just talking amongst themselves? Because you've made it very clear, I want to have a boxing match. Let's take it to the ring. You want to keep talking, let's take it to the boxing match. They obviously haven't come back directly to you, as I've seen. Has anything else come from it? Because you put out a call as well for sponsors to come through?
So what had happened, I didn't know. I've never been in the boxing industry ever. I don't know how it works. So I thought the only way to try and get a boxing match would be just to call them out, see if anyone would come forward. And Alfie actually had an event already planned for October 4th. So he reached out to me and was like, hey, sis, we've got this going on. Heard you want to fight. And I was like, yeah, 100%.
Yo.
So we got there locked in, and then he reached out to the other ladies. 2 of them never got back to him. One did, but had her own terms and conditions, and I was like, okay.
Luscious, how is your fighting abilities? If you were to jump into the ring, you got hands on you?
Listen, my hands do match my mouth. Okay? Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Now, I saw it. I saw one of your stories the other day, and you're talking about, because obviously there have been a few people who have told you, just let it go, just leave it. And you spoke about how you're speaking to your younger self who used to get bullied and who just kept quiet. Can you talk a little bit about that, please?
Yeah, of course. So, I get it. Us Samoans, we forgive, we move on. I couldn't. It was just trauma that's been built up that I left in the past. I grew as an adult, and it was just a flood of emotions and this trauma feeling that I couldn't shake off. And it really, really got to me. And I've always been one to stand up for myself. I mean, I get hated on all the time, but I never called them out. But this was to the extent where it was so detrimental to me. And it just brought up those old feelings. So I thought, you know what? If there's any other kids out there going through this, don't brush it off. It's not something you should accept. It just gives those bullies, I got to her, she won't do anything kind of thing. But no, I'm taking a stand for myself. This shouldn't be allowed to happen. We're Samoans, for God's sake. We're pulling each other down. Are you kidding me? We've already got so much hate as it is, and then we're pulling each other down. No, sorry, I don't tolerate that.
Yeah, I see it as a also, people that are following your platform and might be going through the same thing, and they see somebody who they're looking up to, standing up for themselves, and they feel like, it's empowering for them to do the same thing as well.
Yeah, 100%. It's bullying these days, as sad as it is, it's made kids so weak that they end up taking their own
Yeah,
lives,
yeah.
It's so sad. It really is so sad. And I've taught my children, they never bully. But I mean, if they get bullied, they know what to do. Like you stand up for yourself.
And
And that's exactly what I'm doing.
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
And so obviously the deadline was yesterday, 5:00. They haven't responded. Will you be continuing on, calling them out, or for you yourself? Like, what's next for you?
Nah, like I have such a big platform and it just makes me look ugly. It's just a whole lot of drama that doesn't need to be aired on my platform. So I'm going to do one more video just to end this and then block them and then we move on with our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Luscious.
And we get back to our bad things segment because, man, I miss that.
We love the bad thing segment.
Luscious, we were just, cracking up at the fact that, you're doing this the right way, obviously, calling somebody out and meet me in the street and we'll have a scrap. But no, you actually, let's do this professionally and calling people out. I feel like it's probably the better way for everyone else to take suit, in terms of trying to deal with the haters out there. Hey, let's check on some gloves and let's sort all this out.
Yeah, 100%. It shook me. I couldn't let it go. And it's not for clout. Like, I don't get why people are like, oh, she's doing it for clout. Darling, I've had followers way before this happened. It's not for clout. It's to shut shit down. If your hands don't move as fast as your mouth, bongi.
Now, Luscious, I want to move on to the Marcus interview that you dropped, the bombshell that you dropped the other day. Tell us about, so you dropped that on Tuesday, correct me if I'm wrong. When did you drop that, sorry?
Yeah, I think it was Monday or Tuesday I dropped that video, yeah.
And you were teasing us the whole weekend, like, honestly, I was telling my friends, I was like, what time is she dropping it? Is she dropping it? Like, I was like, where is it? And then you dropped it, and then now, like, a whole nother can of worms have opened. What has happened since you dropped that interview?
Since I've dropped it, it's, let's just say, the main two parties have stopped talking on their part. There is another part coming out, but she's not ready just yet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, everyone's got different perspectives on it, but the only reason why I interviewed Marcus was because everybody was waiting for this part 5, right? And I did make a joke. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Dubai because I did go to Dubai. And I was like, I'm going to go find Marcus. And when I come back, he reached out to me and I was like, oh, hell no, this is not real. I said, do a video of you saying hi, Sana. And he did.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I was like, this is it.
Luscious, do you, because even I was tripping out. I was like, man, why would Marcus reach out to you, like, of all people? Like, is it because, you were covering it the best and the most during that time? Or, like, did he give you a reason why he wanted to use your platform to tell his story?
He said that he did reach out to another content creator, but she never got back to him. He just felt like because he's gone the legal way, he just wanted to protect himself of what he could and couldn't say. And he just, he was like, he said he just felt safe that he could talk to me about it because I wasn't on anyone's side. I really wasn't. I'm still not on anyone's side. He just wanted to get his story out. He knew that I would be able to share his story. And because I did say to him, I said, why don't you just do it yourself? Why don't you? And he said he just wasn't confident with his English. And this way he wanted to be interviewed more than him talking about it on his own. As you can see from the video that he did, his English isn't very good. And I was really happy that he found that safe haven in me so I could allow him to speak what he wanted. Despite what anyone thinks, there's two sides to every story. So,
and I really appreciate that you've always, established your stance. Like, I'm not on anyone's side. I'm keeping it neutral. And I really, I really respected how you asked him, like, leave the kids out. We'll just talk about your side of the story. Man. Let's leave the kids out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole interview was an hour, just over an hour. And the footage that I uploaded was 34 minutes. So the other bit I had to cut out because there were kids involved. There was past experiences that he brought up. And I said, hey, look, Cass never mentioned this. Let's just stick to, the topics and answer the questions that, you want to do in relation to what she's spoken about. Everything else, I mean, you're all good to bring it out, but bring it out on your platform because otherwise it's just going to get too messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when, Cass did come out with her side of the story and you did provide a commentary on it, why did you want to provide a commentary on it in the first place?
Oh, man, look, I know 100% I wasn't the only one waiting for part 5. Okay?
Yeah.
Part 2, part 3, part 4 repeated the same thing. And I was like, nah, we need a part 5.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was the only content creator that said it out loud. Like, we were all thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it went from there. And I'm glad he reached out and got his side out. But whether I believe him or not, we will never know.
Yeah, that's
We'll never know the truth.
Do you think moving forward, this is something you'll continue to do with, because there's a lot, like, I feel like TikTok, the story time is like the new reality TV show these days. We're turning to TikTok for people's story times. Is this moving forward? Is this something you're going to want to continue to do?
I was jokingly talking to my brother yesterday and I said, because he's retired now, I said, hey, look, I think you should just invest into like a little studio for me here in Melbourne. Be the next Ricky Lake, half Jerry Springer,
Yeah.
Nice.
Honestly, we've been calling it the Samoan Wendy Williams.
Yeah, oh my God. When Joe said that, I was like, oh my God. Now spell it. How do you spell Wendy Williams? But she's amazing, man. She is amazing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how far I can take this because this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a sports journalist in university.
Wow.
I got pregnant. I dropped out. So I feel like this is my calling. You know what I mean?
I think so too, girl. And especially especially a lot of women that follow you, that look up to you. I'm one of them that I follow you because you're just like you say what we're all thinking out loud.
Yeah.
And something that I want to touch on is like I've been through a little bit of heat myself on social media, and I know a few of our listeners, a lot of young people that listen to us. What are some of your 3 top tips in how to handle haters online and how to navigate that space?
Oh, great question. Just be authentic, be yourself, because that's why they hate you, is because you're being yourself. You are speaking out about what they are thinking, and because you have this platform, they hate it.
Yeah.
Just move past it. It's not move past it, but what else can you do? They hate you for a reason.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Luscious, where can we find you online? For those who may be interested in like learning a little bit more about yourself and what you've got to offer online.
Oh man, so my Instagram and my Facebook, I hate my government name, but I had to. It's Suzanne Nico. And on TikTok, it's just Lucious Black Woman. But I'm more active on my Instagram than I am on any other social platform.
Yeah. And I know you've spoken a little bit about it, but the other day when your page got disabled, how everything's back on now. But how was that?
I have never cried so much in my life, okay? It was like, it came back like 12 hours later, but because that's where my bank is, Instagram, Facebook, that's where I make my money for my family. And then I read and looked at all these other content creator videos where the same things have happened to them. And it's just a meta outage, not outage, but they have AI bots that just automatically disable these accounts. And people have been waiting months to get theirs back. It's so bad.
That's scary. Yeah. Well, Luscious, I just want to thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Cheers, Luscious. Catch up soon, eh?